Bro, I've been so deep into Pillar Chase lately. It is not even funny. I think like for the past like 2 months now on stream, every time I hopped on Roblox, I at least joined Pillar Chase. And I'm not gonna cap. I'm probably gonna give my opinion about the game like after the video, but bro, I just really want to see other people's like opinions. I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
Pillar Chase 2 has got to be the most requested video I've gotten on this channel ever since I started making commentary videos. Except, I had a problem. What the fuck is that? I don't know what the hell Pillar Chase 2 even is. I'm being so dead ass, I have never heard or even seen this game before. But one look at this game, however, oh, that makes sense. The main monsters being creepypasta characters is what instantly killed any interest I had in even trying this game out. From first glance, this game looks like a Survive the Killer combined with creepypasta characters. But like I said, I wasn't interested and honestly never planned on making a video about Pillar Chase 2 ever. That was until recently, out of nowhere, while working on my Forgotten Games video, which you should totally check out, I stumbled upon something about Pillar Chase 2 that would completely change my entire perspective on this game.
Blocks or mimic skin chase theme? Okay, I don't even know what the fuck this is, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know what it is, bro.
There's a reason the saying "don't judge a book by its cover" exists, because holy shit, this song made me realize there could possibly be more to this game than it just being a Survive the Killer clone. We're now entering a modern era of Roblox where creating original music for games is slowly becoming the norm. Back in my day, developers would simply rely on royalty-free music, not all of them, but still. But now the bar has been raised. If there was this much effort put in for just the music alone, imagine the gameplay. Oh boy, I can't wait to hear the song at the gate. Unused. Wait, why is it unused? Made by Sandy. This chase team is described due to recent controversy involving Sandy. What? What the fuck happened? Ah, don't tell me you talk to kids. Oh.
You got outed for making fetish NSFW of a minor's...
It's even worse! So now my interest for Pillar Chase 2 has gone from 0 to 1,000,000. In this video, we'll be going through everything Pillar Chase 2, mostly. The good, the bad,
and the ugly.
Because you can't talk about everything Pillar Chase 2 without addressing the many controversies.
The guy was being a pedophile? Who is he though? Is he like one of the creators?
From the failure that was the first game to whatever the hell Sonny has done, we're diving into it all. Mostly. So hold on tight as I try to answer the question, is Pillar Chase 2 really overrated? But first, before diving into Pillar Chase 2, I want to quickly go over its predecessor, Pillar Chase 1. One of the things that makes Pillar Chase 2 stand out for me is that it's a sequel. Now why is it so surprising? Well, that's because you rarely see Roblox games get sequels, as most developers opt to update their original game rather than give it a sequel. The only game I can think of off the top of my head that did something similar to this was Shark Bite 2 and Pet Simulator X, but who gives a fuck about that game? But after playing Pillar Chase 1, if you could even call it playing, I think I understand why no one ever talks about this game. From what I've gathered from the fan base, most players seem to agree that this game is complete shit. The developers must have realized there was no fixing this shit, so instead of just trying to patch what couldn't be patched, they made a bold decision to scrap the original entry and create something new. Thus, Pillar Chase 2 was born. A sequel meant to redeem the franchise, but did it succeed?
Bro, I think the only thing, like, bro, in my opinion, Pillar Chase 2, it's a good game, but after like 5 playthroughs or 6 playthroughs, max 10, the game just gets you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't feel, it just feels like I'm doing the same shit over and over and over again. That's why I'm so happy that the new update, like when you did your challenges or your shit like that, it was just so like what, you just go, like, especially on the map where you had to go down to like the water area, click the red turning shit and then the button, you do that like in 2 seconds. Like it just made all the objectives back then were just mad, like basically pointless. But now on some of the maps, they are low-key a little, not challenging, but they're low-key a little more like effort put into them. I've been fucking with them.
Pillar Chase 2 is a massive upgrade over the first game, and I can now see why the developers chose to create an entirely new game instead of just trying to update the old one. With a much larger development team behind it, the effort put into the sequel is undeniable. Let's start with the good before we get to the bad, because trust me, there's a lot I want to talk about. I'll be doing this in a list format because honestly, I'm lazy, and it's my channel, so fuck. This is probably not what you expect me to praise Pillar Chase 2 for. The lobby's alright and all, but that's not the real reason I'm putting it on this list. No. What really stands out is that if you walk over to this arcade machine over here, you get to play fucking FNF. Why the devs decided to add this here? I have no idea. But now that I think about it, this game's OST has a couple of songs from FNF mods. For example, the shop just takes music from Hypno's Lullaby, so I'm just gonna assume the developers are fans of Friday Night Funkin'. The crazy part is when you play it in-game, it actually feels really good to play. Now I'm not sure if you can customize your keybinds. If you can, I didn't figure it out. And if you're waiting for a match to start, you could always just play the arcade machine to pass the time, which I think is really cool.
Hey man,
now, I was technically right. This is basically just Survive the Killer combined with creepypasta characters. But there is a huge difference between Pillar Chase 2 and Survive the Killer. One of the biggest changes is that this game is in first person. And let me tell you, that alone makes such a massive difference. In Survive the Killer, the game is never truly scary since you can see the killer from a third person perspective, making hiding far too easy. However, in Pillar Chase 2, you don't have that advantage. Instead, this advantage is given to the killer. I mean, I know this isn't anything new or revolutionary, but still. Pillar Chase 2 adds optional quests, which completing them not only speeds up the round, but you also get money as a reward, which you can use to buy monsters. Whoa, so cool. And also increases your chances of becoming the monster. It's a great way to keep things engaging while giving you more to do than just running and surviving. Oh, you're wondering why I'm so buff? Well, that's thanks to the sponsor of today's video.
Oh my god. I'm not...
No one. So instead, I'll take this moment to tell you guys to subscribe and to join the official Range HC group that I've had for over 4 years but never promoted, so I'm doing it now. Link in the description.
I'm gonna pay for your sponsor.
The difficulty in Pillar Chase 2 is definitely subjective. If you struggle with juking monsters or evading them in general, then you suck! You might find this game frustrating rather than fun. The monsters clearly have an upper advantage over the survivors, which can make the gameplay feel one-sided at times. But I don't really get this complaint. I mean, they have to, or playing as the monster wouldn't be as fun. Unless you know how to maintain your stamina well, which some new players will definitely not be able to do in the first couple of rounds. As a survivor, your only options are really to run away and survive, or complete the quest to speed up the timer. There's no real way to fight back or defend yourself. The gauntlet, while intended as a tool for survival, feels almost useless in practice, offering little to no help when you're being relentlessly chased. Never mind, guys. It turns out I just sucked using it.
Mike, you kill him.
Hiya!
Get him.
Ooh, I blocked him.
Right. Hit him, man.
Alright, I already hit him.
Bro, I haven't even gotten Doom's Gauntlet. Yeah, I could. Bro, isn't that brand new? Isn't Doom's Gauntlet like brand new to the game, or am I tweaking? Like, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. I think if he played this game a month or two ago, I think he would low-key put the difficulty in a complaint.
Behind you, chasing.
Wait. Hiya! Oh, that actually does something. Oh my god, I'm actually so good at this game. Holy fuck.
Oh, I forgot about stamina conservative. I'm gonna die.
I'm not gonna die because I'm actually good at the game. Brian, why are you following me, bitch? While some people may see the survivor having a disadvantage as a game breaker, I actually think it adds tension and excitement to Pillar Chase. The constant pressure of being hunted and having no real way to defend yourself makes the experience far more intense and thrilling for me, especially if you know how to maintain that stamina. If you do, then running away from any of the monsters is pretty much easy. I know this may not be for everyone, but I guess that's just me. That's why every win I get as a survivor feels like an accomplishment. The sense of helplessness also adds to the horror atmosphere, making the game feel more immersive and true to its genre, a horror game. I feel like most Roblox horror games are forgetting about the horror aspect nowadays. Now I know this may not be everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. After all, this is just my opinion.
Bro, the monsters are a good thing, bro.
The main reason everyone plays Pillar Chase 2 is without a doubt the monsters. Each monster comes with its own unique entrance animations and abilities, and they all look absolutely stunning. It's amazing to see how much attention to detail has been put into their designs and animations, but what's even crazier is how much this platform has evolved over the years. Games on Roblox used to look so basic and blocky, but now we're getting shit like this. Holy fuck. Now this would typically be the part where I dive into each monster and their unique abilities, but sadly, I don't have any of the monsters. I tried getting one to show off for this video, but in the end, I only managed to get about like 800 coins, and then I spent it on something, so now I have 500. So since I don't have enough knowledge to talk about the monsters, we'll just skip this part for now. I mean, I could just research them, but I'm too lazy, and when it actually comes to putting effort on my videos, maybe I'll make a follow-up video in the future and get every monster. If that's something you guys would want to see, if you do, then hit that subscribe button, guys. Instead, enjoy this guy dancing. But now that we've covered what I consider to be the good in Pillar Chase 2, I think it's time we take a look at some of the bad. No game is perfect, and while Pillar Chase 2 has its fair share of great features, there are some aspects of this game that I absolutely hate. Just kidding. Yeah, if I'm being real here, I don't really hate anything about Pillar Chase. There's probably some people here that thought this video was gonna be me shitting on this game, but if you know how to play it, then this game is very fun. My only real issue I found was the arcade machine. Now, I know I was just praising the arcade machine, but this isn't really a complaint, more of a nitpick. Whenever like I'm in the middle of a song, it just often kicks me out, even when the round is like nowhere near from starting. That's basically it. Now that I'm thinking about it, no, there's not really much I hate about this game. The perks honestly makes no sense buying these. Like, why waste your precious gold for perks when instead you could just save up buying monsters? Like, let's be real here. I feel the people who buy these are either new players that would really benefit from these buffs, or players who have every monster. Anyways, default stats on top. Actually, fuck them. I actually do have a complaint. Please stop picking Sonic.exe, bruh. Can I see new monsters, bro? Like, every single round I just see Sonic.exe, Sonic.exe. Oh, so I know his name is not Sonic.exe, it's PCX or whatever, but fuck off. It's literally fucking Sonic.exe but with orange shoes. But besides that, yeah, I don't really have many issues with this game. I'm sure there are hardcore fans out there who could point out a ton of flaws, but I'm a simple guy. If the replayability is fun and addicting, then I'm satisfied. It's enjoyable for what it is, and that's good enough for me. Now, let's get on to the ugly.
Oh my god, he's talking about the guy that was a pedo.
As with Dandy's World, I shared both my praises and criticism of the game, while also touching on some of the controversy surrounding it. The biggest issue at the time was the co-owner was a pedophile! I haven't checked on Dandy's World since the release of that video.
When did this happen? The co-owner of Dandy World is a pedophile.
So I hope everything's going well over there, and I never plan to. So I'll be giving Pillar Chase 2 the same treatment and diving into some of its controversy. I want to get this out of the way. I know there was some drama with the developer of the game who was accused of something, and he ended up making a tweet which revealed some stuff about his past. In fact, this is the first thing you see if you go to his Twitter. He has it on his pinned. But the reason as to why I'm not going over this is because this doesn't affect the game whatsoever. The community forgave him and all that, so there's really no reason to even touch on it. But Sandy's case, on the other hand, is a different story. It does affect the game. Sandy was one of the main composers of Pillar Chase 2, making a lot of the chase themes for the game, including my all-time favorite. But you see, the problem with Sandy's case here is that I'm really fucking confused on what the hell is going on. Brief summary, apparently Sandy drew not safe for work of an OC of a 14-year-old minor while he was 17. And apparently the 14-year-old came to him to draw all this stuff, but now she's saying that Sandy came to her about the art first, but didn't care. Lol. She was 13 and he was a week away from being 16. Now, whose fault is it really? I don't care. But anyways, with all this coming out, he was dropped from the Mario Madness mod, and now apparently all his chase themes are being scrapped and remade. Wait, which songs did Sandy even make? Wait, is it the one that I actually like? Ah, never mind. You're so goated, honkish. Now that we've gone through the good, the bad, and the ugly, it's time to answer the question from the beginning of this video.
I don't know. Wait, hold up. So he made not safe for work drawings when he was he made CP drawings when he was also a minor of a girl that's not that younger of him. It's still weird, but he's a minor. I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't. I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't think he should be dropped, because a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old, that's mad weird. Even if it's a 14-year-old, 17-year-old, that's still somewhat debatable. You know what I mean? It's debatable. I don't know. I wouldn't say keep him on, but dropping his songs, even if he was, I wouldn't say kicking him off the whole project. But at least, like, suspend him or something. But
Pillar Chase 2 really overrated. My honest answer, no. This game barely manages to reach 10k active players, and on weekdays it barely hits 5k. And when it does, it's usually only because of a new update. If you think Pillar Chase 2 is overrated, it's probably because of the countless people in the comments constantly dick-sucking this game. But in reality, this game is getting outperformed by shitty cash grab games like Thanos Prison Obby, and that is insane to think about. Pillar Chase 2 is losing to a game that looks like this, even losing to another game with a similar concept, Forsaken. Oh, so I was right, as of recording this, Pillar Chase 2 got an update, Jeff the Killer, and it now has 40k active players, and now after like 2 days it's back to 7k. But hey, at least it beat Thanos Prison Obby. But not Forsaken. In fact, Forsaken doubled its player count since the last time I saw it. After playing Pillar Chase 2, I can definitely see the hype and praise for this game. And I realized that most people who hate this game are either A, a new player that played for one round, then died to the monster, or B, just never really gave the game a chance. Because that's most of the complaints I'm really seeing. People complaining how they keep dying or getting targeted. Then get fucking good! Now after playing it, am I gonna be a Pillar Chase 2 dick rider and constantly talk about it in the comments, even when the video has nothing to do with it? Did Pillar Chase win? Buddy, this video has nothing to do with Pillar Chase. What the hell are you on? And do I think Pillar Chase 2 is gonna be the new era of horror games? Fuck no. If you deadass think that, you're delusional. This is a joke. But still, sure it has its moments, but it's not groundbreaking enough to redefine the genre. The game itself doesn't do anything radically different to set a new standard in horror gaming, and I don't think it's trying to. I think Daniel's Prison Hobby is the new era of Roblox games. When Pillar Chase 2 surpasses Danny's Worlds and Visits, then I'll agree. The only game I'll ever dick right is... Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing.
Alright, but nah, man, like, I'm being so honest. When it comes to, like, Pillar Chase and shit, I think the best shit about Pillar Chase has to be... The best stuff about Pillar Chase has to be the monsters, for sure. But I think the only, like, negative stuff about Pillar Chase is some of the objectives are dog shit. And some of the maps are buns. I feel like we should get new maps. Like the Sonic map, it's a new and shit. Isn't the Sonic map brand new? The Sonic map sucks donkey, bro. It's not good. I don't like the Sonic map at all. The Sonic map is stinky. The Pac-Man, yeah, the Pac-Man map sucks too. Like, bro, I'm not gonna cap. Because the Pac-Man map is basically one of the original maps, but with yellow balls. That's all it is. Like, I truly feel like Pillar Chase needs better maps. The maps are stinky. Like, bro, my personal favorite map is the FNAF map, but the FNAF map is too small. So you turn a corner, he's right there. He's gonna get you no matter what. Like, there are good maps on Pillar Chase, but the best map is a FNAF one, and it's the smallest one, in my opinion. But I feel like the monsters, all the monsters are good. I think the worst monster is Uncle Samson. Uncle Samson is definitely the worst monster out of all of them. But, okay, he's better than the default monster, but you know what I mean. When it comes to paying characters and characters like you have to buy and stuff, Uncle Samson is the worst one. He is. He's the worst monster out of all of them. He's better than the default, but out of all the pay to play, he's the worst one. But nah, I feel like their maps are really good. I feel like their maps are decent. Some of them are really good, but majority of them just need to get reworked or just make better brand new maps. And becoming killer, like, bro, when we was on Pillar Chase last, it took me an hour and a half to finally get killer. Like, it took me a minute to get killer, and I feel like there should be a higher chance of you getting killer than everybody else, because there's no reason why you play the game for an hour. Like, in an hour, you should at least get killer once. But there's no reason why you have to play longer than that to get killer. You know what I mean? But Pillar Chase, it's a decent game. And I like it. I've been planning to make a video about it. But it's just, you know what I mean? There's just no, like, real anything about it. I just feel like they really need new maps, man. I really don't mess with the maps at the moment. But the killers are banging. But he is right. People do dick ride Sonic. There's so many Sonic mains in the map. It's not funny. There's so many people that either main Sonic or people are using Jeff now. But Sonic has, like, bro, there's so many people who use Sonic. But yeah. Oh my.